Hi, Kathy. Thanks so much for joining me today. And our purpose here is just for you to, as a patient, explain a little bit to someone who might be watching this online and trying to decide whether or not they want to come to Renaissance or whether or not they even want to consider cosmetic surgery. So I just want them to hear a little bit about your story because you've been so gracious to do so for us. So tell me how you came about to Renaissance.
Okay, it started with I needed to do something with my arms. I had a lot of extra skin that needed to be taken care of, and the old-fashioned hard work wasn't doing it.
You tried diet and exercise.
Tried diet, tried exercise, tried it all. And yes, they were getting firmer up here, but down here was nothing. I mean, it just wasn't going to go away. So I lived with it for several years and finally decided, nope, I'm done, not going to do it anymore. I mean, it got to the point where every time I tried something on, I would slip it on my arms first, and if I did, I just stopped. The arms were everything. So my husband said, just go out and just check into it. So did not look online in the beginning. I saw a place off the highway that I'd seen many times, and I thought, well, I'll just try them. So I called and went in, and it's a very nice place. Didn't care much for the doctor. Not that he was rude or anything.
You just didn't make a connection?
No, I didn't. He thought all I needed was liposuction. That's all, that he could just suck it out and that would be it.
And you felt different?
Well, I questioned him about the arm, the skin, and he said, oh, it'll come back. And I kept thinking, no, it's not. It hasn't yet. Why would it now? And then he gave me his price, and that was a little bit of a sticker shock of what I thought it would cost. So I came home, was very discouraged, talked to my husband. He said, find someone else, check another one. That's when I went online, and that's when I found Renaissance. So I did a little bit more investigating through Renaissance to see exactly what it entailed, and I made the phone call. And I came in, and everyone was very nice, talked to me, explained the procedure, and then Dr. Boschert came in, and he stood me up and held my arms and said, this is how I can make them look. They won't be 20-year-old arms. I said, that's fine. I'm not 20. I don't want 20-year-olds arms. But I'm here to tell you they are. But he said, he explained the scar, because there is a scar, and it's not going to totally go away. And to be perfectly honest, I'd rather have the scar than the skin. So got the price, perfectly honest, almost half of what the other one was, and this was a whole arm lift versus just liposuction. So very excited, came home, told my husband, and he said, well, you've gotten one saying this, get a third.
He was being very practical
yes.
with you, right?
And I was like, I don't want to be practical, I just want to get it done. So I had a friend who had elective surgery. I thought, well, I'll just try her doctor. She really likes him. I don't know why I didn't go to him first, but I didn't. So I called and I went in, and first of all, his office was just like a medical office. It wasn't anything special. Didn't care for him. No connection at all. He was just extremely concerned that I was going to have a scar, and did I know that? So I came home and said, yeah, he's not for me. And by this, I had already decided Dr. Boschert was it. That's where I wanted to do it. So I called, and we had it all settled, straightened out when we were going to have it. And
you scheduled your procedure.
Yes. And it was scary. It was because I scheduled it in the summer, but my surgery wasn't until January. Because I wanted to have it done in January, because there's a garment you have to wear, and I get hot, and there's no way I wanted to do this unless I could wear a sweater over it. So I came back in a couple of weeks before, and that's when they really sit you down and tell you what to expect. And I was nervous, and they eased the scarediness that I had. I was just very nervous. I don't do pain.
And that's something that
Right.
isn't, we don't know what to expect with
No.
the surgery that you've never had before.
Right.
So what is that level of pain going to be?
And it's an incision from your armpit to your elbows, and it's gonna hurt. But it didn't. To be quite honest, I don't remember the pain that much. It was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But I went in for the surgery, and everyone was very nice at the medical center, and had it done. Came home, came in the next day. He took those bandages off, and he stood me up, and he held my arms out, and it was just like, oh my gosh, they were gone.
Yeah.
It was absolutely gone. And
How has
I
this
don't-
changed how you feel afterwards? And
Oh my
what
gosh,
you-
my first
like
summer
shopping?
was wonderful.
Yeah.
My first summer was wonderful. I mean, I could go in and I'd try on shirts, and I mean, just old shirts. The broom that I actually had in the sleeves, it's just amazing. And I tell everybody, oh, if you have, go. Just don't wait. I wish I hadn't waited. I just wish I hadn't waited.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. And if you had any other advice for a person, it's just
Don't wait.
don't wait.
Don't wait. Call. Dr. Boschert is wonderful. I would not hesitate at all to come back.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.